Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm in the warmest room of the house because you know what? I'm froze. It's cold out there again. So we're going to have a dip in the weather. We're going to come back up again. So I'm not sure what's going on, but we went right back into winter mode as far as all of my milk jugs getting ready, buckets to carry it, extra hearty feeding. And something I forgot to tell you in the last video was that stuff that you saw, that was spaghetti cooked in chicken fat with chicken pieces as well as scrambled egg. I cooked egg into it. So that's what that goopy stuff was that you saw me feeding the chickens. Spaghetti in chicken fat with chicken pieces and an egg cooked into it, scrambled up in there. So that's what that was. I forgot. I watched the video and I was like, I forgot to say what that was, but that is exactly what that was. Okay, I want to address something before I go into the next topic. If you've watched both the French and the English Oval Office meetings with Trump, in one of those, and I'm kind of leading towards the one from France, but I'm not sure if it was that one or the one from the UK, Trump actually said, "We have a strong economy." Those are his exact words out of his mouth. So before we start anything else, I want it to be very clear that Trump knows and stated that we have a strong economy. So all of those people that say the economy is all propped and this and that and everything, you were led to believe that, but Trump himself stated we have a strong economy. So go back and watch the Oval Office with the French guy or with the UK guy, whichever one, and listen for that statement. We have a strong economy. Now, this is what I think. I think he didn't mean to say that, but he was kind of flexing his peacock feathers a little bit. Okay. But then that would be absolutely countering of what he's been telling his supporters throughout the campaign, that the economy was bad and it's propped up all on this stuff. So Trump has stated in his words, we have a strong economy. To me, he misspoke because he has told you for how many years now since Biden's been in with the stabilizing of the inflation and taking care of everything and making sure we had everything appropriated. He tried to tell you we did not have a strong economy, but he did state we have a strong economy. So go back, watch those, find it for yourself. Just go watch these Oval Office meetings and find that statement for yourself. So there you go. Words from your leader. Okay, so we know that Trump and Vance like attacked Zelensky in the Oval Office. That was horrible, right? Well, I am so glad to see protests across the country about this because it's very important. Um, this shows how much the American people are against the Trump regime's craziness. Okay. You know, Vance and his family tried to go to a Vermont place to ski. And did you see all the protests? Yeah. Ha ha. That's what you get. When you're a jerk, maybe you need to get jerked around. And maybe this is the way. You also see Republicans who are now starting to see what Doge is doing is not right. And they're speaking up at these Republican town halls, which absolutely makes me happy, even though their complaints are of a personal hurt. Whether they're veterans and they've seen their veterans administrations getting cut, or they see the Medicaid stuff that they may need get cut. Maybe their mom's on this or that. So it's more of a personal feeling. And that was the only way we were going to get Trump voters to understand that this is absolutely a horrible decision that they have made to vote for this man into office. So they are seeing it, but they had to feel it for themselves. And that's exactly what I've always said, that we will not get anywhere unless they feel it themselves, and they're feeling it. They're feeling it big time. And that makes me happy. Yeah. Sometimes those who want to cause pain for others must feel pain themselves to understand where everyone else is standing. There you go. Now, with all of the protests and boycotts and all of that, which I think is absolutely wonderful. I really wish I didn't have to go to the store Friday, but I had to. I had no choice. I have to feed my animals. So I couldn't boycott not going shopping, but I did go to Kroger, or I went to JC, which is a Kroger affiliate, and I was told at the meeting I went to that Kroger is a friendly shopping place. So I'm very happy about that because I can't find prices lower. So yay for that, right? Okay, now the problem that I feel that we'll be seeing next is with a lot of protesting. I believe we will see pushback and from the Trump regime as far as trying to control protests, because they're already trying to control free speech and the media and the press. I mean, they're already suppressing that, right? Now, we do know that in Trump's last regime, which really wasn't as infiltrated as this one. So, it was a little different last time, but we did see him try to have protesters shot in the leg. He wanted to shoot protesters in the legs so that he could walk over to the chapel for a photo op. Instead, they gassed him and pushed him back, which was still very bad. That was a bad decision. Now, here's the thing. If he treats those protesters like that, he certainly will treat protesters bad everywhere. And this is where I'm going to show you one of my conspiracies again. Like I said, this is one of my conspiracies. He let the J6ers out, right? He knows these people will protest for him. He knows that these people are very violent people. Some of them have already been put back in jail. One or maybe two have already been shot. So he knows these people are violent. He knows they're for him, and he pardoned them, so they owe him. I am afraid that those protesters, the J6ers, are going to start clashing with other protest groups. And here's the thing. They know they can get away with it because they are Trump's bought and sold soldiers. Civilian soldiers is what I'm going to call them. I honestly feel that we're just one step below martial law at this point, because I don't think he's going to be able to handle all of the protest as Trump supporters start realizing how bad it is, along with us who didn't vote for Trump already know. So as the whole country starts turning on Trump and his regime, I honestly feel that there is this step of martial law. I do think that that should be something you consider. If you're going to go to a protest, make certain that you have all of your identification on you, everything you need. Um, if someone is not with you, at least have a link to them so that way they can get a hold of law enforcement in case you get arrested or you get hurt and put in the hospital or something like that, because I think this is going to get really, really tough and rough and tough. The more Trump supporters who talk out and speak out against Trump, I think is a little brighter, considering, it's going to take them to feel pain. But I honestly feel that we are looking at the possibility of martial law. Like I said, his last term, he wanted to shoot protesters in the legs for a photo op. What is he going to do with protesters who are just defying him, the king, defying the king. Be careful out there if you're going to protest. I say protest. I say write letters, call your representatives, do those things, but be careful because it could switch over in a heartbeat. I think that's all I have. But I did like to see the Vermont protesters out there. Of course, there were Trump supporters as well, on the opposite side, so on and so forth. But just seeing people protest these horrible people in this Trump regime is phenomenal. But don't let people lie to you. Don't let them gaslight you about Trump's great achievements because there are none. But once again, I tell you to go to one of those Oval Office meetings, either the French guy or the English guy, and he stated in his own words, we have a strong economy. For how long? Not very long if it continues the way it is. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Be careful out there, but always, always stand your ground.